thieving yourself, how much money missing on you with this, that, all kind of thing all over the place. Right? But you know, hear about nobody that got to prison.
So, I am not a lawyer, I am not an attorney, I am not providing legal advice, and I do not provide consultations. Let us take a look at the full video and hear what this young man had to say.
So you hear about so much corruption in the islands, eh? And you hear about all of the people that who are thief the money them and wrap up this and investigation and this and all that. And you say here. You skip the newspaper and you see corruption yourself, thieving yourself, how much money missing on you with this, that, all kind of thing all over the place. Right? But you don't hear about nobody that got to prison. You don't hear about nobody that got to prison. So you hear about corruption. People are thief money and thing, and it's a fact that the person thief the money and then can't give account for the money and this, that, fraud and all them thing there. But you don't hear nobody that got to prison. Oh, nobody not got to prison. You understand me, I say? But as a simple man like you and I, if we break one traffic law, if we do something illegal, in a no time, police find you, arrest you, and lock you up and charge you. But you know about all these big wigs and all these people who are robbing and thief up, all of the money them, corruption to the highest. You understand me, I say? But nobody now got to prison. It's very sad. It's very sad. I can know, say, boy, the world no level. You understand me, I say? So poor people always are suffer. You understand me, I say? You and I get stopped all the while, get charged, then fine you. If you say anything wrong about anybody, then fine you and come lock you up. But all nobody now got to prison. A full time now the people them who them are investigate for corruption and fraud and them thing there in the big high society and big wigs them need for go jail now. Yeah man, lock them up. Oh we not hear about nobody that got to prison. That me want to know. And fear man.
So, we talk about this quite a bit, you know. We talk about the law not applying to everyone equally. You know, the courts using their own interpretation of what they feel the law is supposed to be. And we don't have any straightforward process of anything. Nothing at all. We don't have any written straightforward process of what should happen if someone breaks the law. It is largely up to the discretion of the judicial and the executive body of government, which is basically the courts, the judge, and the police. And, you know, to make matters worse, the same oversight and investigatory agencies that are in place, they are still a part of the government. They are an arm of the government, right? And there is no independent body. Now, we hear this all the time. Indicom is an independent body. You have the police high command as an independent body. They are not independent. They are still a part of the government. And again, I am not saying anything in regards to their job or what they are doing, but I don't see where we have gotten the same so-called justice equally across the board. I don't see it. Where we have official misconduct, I don't see where the same priorities are taken as they are taken when a regular citizen gets caught up in the legal system. Now, let me be clear again. I am not saying that I am condoning any kind of criminal. I am not saying that the police are not doing a good job. I am not saying any of that. I am not. So I just want to make that clear because, you know, some people then don't have much of an attention span. They listen to maybe 2 minutes of many of these videos and they come under the comment section and they start commenting. Foolishness. You can tell they did not watch or listen to the conversation. So when they leave a comment, it is only about the very first section of the video. They don't have the attention span to pay attention, but they are quick to run into the comments. We call those people what? Empty barrels. They just have echo and noise to disperse in every way possible. They are quick to lay opinions without any facts. Now, when we talk about holding officials accountable, you know, I went over this several times, right? Section 48.3 of the Constitution, the Jamaica Constitution Order in Council 1962, states that no member of parliament can be held criminally or civilly for anything they say or anything they write. So that means that it does not matter what they do in Parliament. Nobody will be held accountable. Once they fall under the parliamentary umbrella, nothing will become of it, because the Constitution specifically outlines that no civil or criminal penalties can be instituted against any member for anything they say or anything that they write. Now, on top of that, since we don't have any independent, truly independent investigatory agency or enforcement agency, and on top of the fact that we still have to go through the courts, it is a circular problem. Because the courts are not primarily ruling as it relates to the Constitution from the beginning. In many traffic court matters, you go in there, they might ask you guilty or not guilty, then, they are allowing the constable to not show up for 3, 4, 5, 6 times before they dismiss a matter. All of these arbitrary rules that has nothing to do with the rights and the duties afforded in the Constitution, right? So it has come time where we cannot be asking anymore. I mean, we see what happens when we ask, right? We get lawyer, we go a regular court, we got appeals court, we got Supreme Court. And even when the Supreme Court issues a ruling, it does not apply the ruling to everyone in society. The ruling is specifically for the individual who went to court. Yes, you can use that ruling, to become an authority for someone later, someone who knows what they're doing in the court system, or some other attorney. But for the regular man and woman who don't know what's going on in the courts or how they can use a court case to their benefit, the majority of people suffer. You suffer. You're going to court, and if you don't know how to defend yourself properly, you end up answering for the charge instead of the prosecution having the burden of proving that you committed a crime. And it is horrible. It is really horrible. So that is why I implore you, and I'm going to start saying this again, share these videos. Share the message with other people, because oftentimes when we talk about these matters within society, the videos get suppressed. We have people reporting the videos and the lives, so the outreach, the extent of which people actually get a chance to see these videos, reduce significantly. If you go on my page, you can see a lot of videos that, they get some views, but because we don't have the sharing, the liking, the favoriting, and the commenting on the videos, the outreach sometimes is low. So if you want to have an intellectual discussion, if you want to actually talk about things that we can do to make a change, join the lives Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. We have lives where we go through solutions. We can't just talk about the problem all the time. We are talk about the problem, I talk about the problem, I talk about the problem, I complain, or make reports, and we are not doing anything to move forward, right? That is why we have the lives, right? We come together and we institute change. We begin crafting change. We cannot keep asking, because we see the result of asking. Parliament doesn't listen to us. The courts do not listen to us, and certainly not the police. In most cases that I have heard people reporting to me, the police don't care. Even in video, the police does not care. If they feel that you committed a crime, which is a traffic offense is a crime, in case you did not know, a traffic offense can land you in jail. Anything that allows you to go to jail as a possible sentence or punishment is a criminal matter. You cannot go to jail for civil matters. You can't go to jail for a debt. Okay? So, when we have these situations where the police is basically charging you as a criminal because you disobeyed a traffic light, or you disobey a traffic sign, or you have one light out. And these very basic minor things that did not cause damage, did not cause injury, it did not cause any death, it did not cause anything. But yet still, you are being classified and tried under criminal statutes. And it is very unfair. But we cannot keep on just saying, it's unfair, it's unfair, it's unfair. We can't keep trying to call the Gleaner and the Star and all the news media out there. Because once the news is gone, then what? What solutions do we have after the fanfare is gone? We don't even have a way to keep track of these cases that are being reported. Many things you hear about within a month or two. Nobody knows where it goes, what happens to it. The courts don't pay attention to it until 5, 6 months, sometimes even years. These cases drag out. Right? And it is very unfair within society. So, apart from it being unfair, let's come together and let's talk about solutions. See you on the live. Share this info and let's get together. Lawful, always.